So in this video I want to talk about menus. You'll notice here in our navigation bar as I hover over these menus, if you see they have a little arrow pointing down, that means that there's a submenu underneath that. And as I hover over this one, I get another submenu, and as I hover down here, I even get another submenu. This right here is called a first level menu. Then right here, this is a second level menu. Then here's our third level, and we even have a fourth level to this menu. Looks pretty complex, but actually rearranging and adding to menus in WordPress is very, very simple thanks to a very nice point and click interface. So once we're here in the administrative interface, we'll want to come over to menus. And that's going to take us to the menu interface. And here we see we can select between two menus, which is our primary menu, and then there's another menu called OOI that was brought over from the original framework. You're going to want the primary menu right here. So let's go ahead and scroll down, and you'll see here it says menu structure. And you can see the instructions: drag each item into the order you prefer. Very, very simple. These are drag and drop. You can drag and drop into any different order. And as you look, you can see the hierarchy represented here. Here's our schools right out here. And then we have a second level right there. And as we look, we can see these are indented in for that second level. And we can take a look and see we have 3 levels. And then after that, we can see another level, which is this right here. And that's indented in slightly too. And as we go further down, we see even our 4th level, and that's indented in once again. So to change the order of these, as a matter of fact, is very, very simple. You can just drag and drop if I wanted to change the order. If I wanted to make this so where it was not a sub-item, I can just pull it over here, and now this will no longer be a sub-item. I'm just going to, for just a second, I'm going to go ahead and save this menu. I'm going to go ahead and place this back in just a second, but I want to save this menu and come out here and refresh so that you can go ahead and take a look and see now under our schools. Now you see I have Melissa Cantwell, which doesn't belong there. We need to go ahead and place that back. But you can see very, very easy simply by dragging that little bit over and up, or down, I went ahead and completely changed the order and in which this menu item appeared. So I'm going to go ahead and add this back right here. Click Save Menu, come back out front, and once we refresh after that's saved, we'll see that our menu has gone back to the way it was before. And we have our staff right underneath here. So very, very simple to drag and drop and rearrange items. Very, very easy to do. To add items here, you're going to notice over here we have pages. We can add pages, we can define our own links, and we can add blog categories. Most of the time you're going to be adding a page. And it's going to say most recent. These are going to be the most recent pages created. And then View All is going to give you a view of all your pages in a hierarchy of which pages are child pages and which pages are parent pages. Some pages don't have children, some do. And our third section over here allows us to go ahead and search for pages. Very, very simple, nice interface. So to add something to the menu, for instance, if I wanted to add an About Us page, I'd just click on Add About Us, and we can actually add more than one at once. But I'm just going to go ahead and add one for an example. Click Add to Menu, and that's going to add that at the very bottom of the menu. And then I can just take that and put it wherever I want. I'm going to put it underneath McCoy Academy. I can just put that right there and save the menu item. And when I come back out, now underneath McCoy Academy, I'm going to see an About Us page. So if I had created an About Us page for McCoy Academy, I could go ahead and simply add that really quickly and save the menu, and I've got it added there. But of course, we don't have an About Us page. That's actually the About Us page for the entire site. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that. I'm going to do that by coming over here, and you're going to see this little arrow next to page. Whether this is a page or a link or a category, it's going to say that right there, and you're going to have this little arrow right there. Click on that. It's going to allow you to change the navigation label, give it a title attribute, show you what the original was. So in case you change the navigation label, which you can do, it doesn't change the name of the page, doesn't do anything like that, just changes the navigation label right here. Just changes what this says. Doesn't have any effect on where it goes, what it does. Will still go right to the About Us page. Doesn't change the title of the About Us page. Doesn't do anything like that. Just changes the title of that navigation link, nothing else. And that's why down here it says original, so that if you do change this and you don't remember where that's going, you can click right here and it will let you know exactly where that's going and actually give you a link so you can go look at it. But I want to remove this, so I'm just going to come over here and click remove. And that's going to get rid of that for me. And I'm going to save the menu. Very, very simple to work with menus in WordPress. They are very, very user friendly. They're drag and drop. And one thing that you'll probably notice here is these little navigation labels that say move down one. I'll open this up here. See down one, out from under Rosie Hinton, under counseling. What this is doing is if you're on a touch interface and you can't grab like with a mouse and hold and drag and drop, you can use these. You can just click on these to go ahead and move these items up and down. I can click on this and as you see it'll move it up above counseling, or I can click on that and it'll move it down below counseling. I could click under counseling right here and it'll move it under for me, and then I can click out from under counseling and it will move it like that for me. So that's what that's for. Those are for if you're working on a tablet device or on a phone or something and you're doing some quick administration and you don't have the ability to drag and drop like you usually do with a mouse or a touchpad on a laptop. You can go ahead and use those to position your menus. Anyhow, that is WordPress menus in a nutshell. If you have any further questions, just let us know.